Hey gang, Spada here, and today we are taking a look at Generations Warpath. Now I first have to say, I have been waiting to get hold of this figure for a while. I actually had him pre-ordered in two different places. I ended up getting him on off of Amazon.com, and he wasn't cheap. I ended up having to pay around 30 bucks for this guy just to get a hold of him. He's not showing up in any of the stores in my area. Hell, none of the Generations figures have been. Because the movie line has been coming out, and just trying to get a hold of him has been kind of a nightmare. In fact, the places I had it pre-ordered still don't have it yet. So he is a 4-treaded tank, and hey, you know what? Anytime you look like a Halo Scorpion tank, that's a good thing. I really do like this tank mode. I think it's really cool looking, and it makes me happy. I know that sounds silly, but it does. I have only one complaint about this mode, and that is that the tank barrel is not straight. It's kind of crooked, and no amount of twisting has been getting that fixed. Unfortunately, that's my only problem with him in this mode. I would, however, like to see a little bit more detail, but I'd also love to see a repaint of this guy. I think there was a white version in the original G1, and then, hey, you know what? This would make a great form for Gut Cruncher, the Action Master. So, anyway, that is the tank mode, and it looks awesome. So, let's go ahead and take a look at the transformation. Now, Warpath's transformation is probably one of my favorite transformations from a Transformer figure in a while. We're going to start by grabbing the turret and actually just kind of lifting it up and out of the way. That'll take the entire rear of the vehicle mode with it. And then we'll rotate the front treads all the way around until what will be the hips lock into place. Then we'll come under here and separate the front treads and actually kind of fold the tread out a little bit. So I'll show you what I'm doing. There's a tab in there that the tread tabs into, so we're going to kind of move it out of the way and then swing the tread all the way down and collapse it in. Do it again over here. Move it out of the way just enough so that we can swing the tread all the way down as far as it'll go. And if you don't do that, it's going to hit this part here. So fold it all the way down, collapse it in, and then fold it up to lock it into place. And then just rotate the treads out to form the feet. Now the midsection is pretty interesting, I gotta say. Start with this part on the tank and actually completely fold it down, and then take this whole front section and fold it all the way down until it snaps into place. That will allow you to take the turret section and fold it down until it snaps into place. Now sometimes you just gotta get things out of the way because it doesn't always want to go. Oh, and the reason is because the missile launcher and the grenade launcher are in the way. My fault. So rotate that section down and push it down. For the arms, we'll open up the top of the treads and then fold it forward, flip out the fist, and close it. We'll do the same thing over here. Probably the coolest part of this figure is the head reveal. Ah! Probably the coolest part of this figure is the head reveal. Flip this bit up, because you see the face right there, and then just push the barrel in and it pops the head up. Very, very awesome. Very, very cool. And here we have Warpath in robot mode, and I have to say I am thrilled with this figure. This figure just makes me giddy. This is everything that the Classics line and Generations line does right. Posability-wise, his legs are very posable. There is the ball joint on the hip, the swivel joint at the top of the thigh, 90-degree joint bend in the knee. Unfortunately, the foot only can move a little bit forward. That's about it, but you can still get some neat poses. Head is on a swivel. It does not move up and down. Arms, spinning joint here on the shoulder, Then you've got a swivel joint here at the other side of the shoulder, swivel joint at the elbow, limited bending ability at the elbow, or I'm sorry, swivel joint above the elbow, limited bending at the elbow, and then the fist can kind of move up and down. The fist, unfortunately, is on a pin, so it doesn't swivel. But still, you could get some pretty menacing looks out of this figure and poses, and I love this figure. I absolutely love this figure. You guys really need to get this guy in your collection. I mean, if you're a G1 fan, you really need to pick this up. Like I said, I got this one off Amazon. Paid a little bit of a hefty price for it, but I don't care. This guy's awesome, and he totally deserves to be in your collection. Hands down, this is one of my top figures for 2011 so far.